So here you can type for each new I player. So for all the players, again, if player I team equals attacker, or if the player team is defender, then you can probably play sound for them. This sound ID, you can change the sound ID to whatever you like. You can test this out as well. So it will play the player this sound, the bass countdown sound, and then you can type switch view timer case 4, and for example you can have a position, a camera position in here, and where the camera looks at. So I'm gonna copy this from Auto Arena server for now. So these are the coordinates in Auto Arena server. Now remember, we need to change these to CP spawn, all of them. So we set player camera look at, so the camera will be looking at the CP position, and set player camera position. So the camera, we need to set camera position and where the camera looks at. So the camera will be looking at the CP, and its position will be handed like the x-axis of the CP plus 100, and then the y-axis is fine, and the z-axis can be plus 80. So you will see the base from above and far away to the x-axis, far away on the x-axis, plus 100 from CP, and the same for others. You can change this, play around with this and see what else do you like. You can probably like, you'll probably like another design. So close brackets, and then type return set timer view base for players. Put 1 second so that it repeats after every 1 second, and then type false. So remember, we could either had this view base for players in here, and then we could have true, but then we had to kill the timer. So we had to give this timer a name or a number, but this here, it's fine as this, because we don't need to create another variable for the timer and then kill the timer. So close brackets. This is for this reason that for this timer reason that I put forward up here. So once the code goes all through this, it will be repeated again. Now we need to find a way to close this loop from repeating every time. So you can type if view timer equals 0. So it starts from 4, and then 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and once it's 0, it's gonna spawn you in base. So if view timer is 0, then spawn player in base. Type spawn player in base. Spawn players in base, and type return 1, because this time the script will ignore everything after this. The script will ignore everything after this, so it won't repeat the next time. Okay, then we will build this to spawn everyone in the base. Okay, here we have one error about the spawn players in base. It says it's undefined because we don't have anything. We're gonna make this later. So for now you can comment this. This is a spelling mistake. Yeah, cp spawn. Yeah. Now you can test the script. You can type start base command. It will probably start the base. It will show you the base, but once it's 0, it's not gonna do anything. You'll probably be just there. I prefer leaving it at 4 seconds because the one in the auto and the edit zone is like 10 seconds and you don't really need that. Just put it as simple as you can, 4 seconds, and that's it. So the base can start as quickly as possible. Okay, now we are going to spawn players in base. So type spawn players in base. Alright, so again for each new I player, now you can say that player I playing equals true. I'm just gonna double check if we had playing as a variable. No, we don't. So make another variable, call it ball playing. Again, reset the variable and on player connect so that it's always false for the player that recently connect to the server. Yeah, so player I playing equals false. I'm gonna type all the variables in here, then we'll make it. Player I round kills equals 0. Player I round deaths. Now normally you die only once in the round, but if you have later on arena in your game mode or anything, then you will be respawning in the base or arena, and so you have to make this variable as well. And player I round damage. I think this is all you need for now. These 3 variables. I'm gonna make them now. Playing. So we had round kills, round deaths, and round damage. Again, on player connect, reset them all. You can also play a sound, play player sound, player play sound I1057, and this is the location from which the sound should be played. I'm gonna leave it as 0, 0, and 0 because we don't really have a specific location. It's just gonna play for everyone. So you can play the sound, and also you need to set camera, because if the round starts, even if you spawn, you might have the camera location still in here. So you need to type set camera behind player I. You need to set player armor I200. And show player weapon menu I. We will make this later on. Now type switch player I team case attacker, or you can put case 1, but it's better to have attacker since attacker equals 1. Set spawn info. Now if you spawn player and then straight after spawning player you use set player skin, it's gonna crash you, and even if you have 100% original game, you will still get those messages, error messages, and you might crash randomly. So make sure you always use set spawn info to set a player skin. It's always better to use this one, you won't get crashes. That was one of the main issues with early versions of Auto Arena and AA Ditsune as well. Player getting random crashes with 100% original game. Now if you want to look at the set spawn parameters, you can type it in Wikipedia. Okay, so these are all the parameters of set spawn info. So we got player ID, team skin, I. For the team, we need to make sure to put all the attackers in one team so that they are not able to shoot each other. So instead of putting 1, you can put player I team. You can have player I team, or you can just have attacker. I'll leave it at player I team because its value is 1, so you don't really need to put 1. So you can either put 1 player I team or attacker, they're all the same. Then you can have skin, because the third parameter is skin. Again, skin player I team. So it will set the skin for the player based on their team. Then we have XYZ and angle, facing angle. So for the XYZ, for attacker and base, we got attacker spawn 3. So copy attacker spawn. Okay, we got attacker spawn current. This is our base ID 0. You might want to put plus random 6, for example. So this is gonna spawn every player randomly in those random locations. So it's gonna spawn you in this coordinate plus random 6. So it can be either this coordinate, this value plus 1. It can be plus either plus 2 or plus 3, so that not everyone spawn on top of each other, and then you won't be able to move. Now again the same thing for y-axis, plus random 6, and then the z-axis. Now remember, for z don't put any plus random, otherwise you'll spawn high above from the ground and then you'll lose HP from falling. This is the facing angle. For the facing angle, since we don't have anything, just put 0. And for weapons, put 0. So this is first weapon ammo, second weapon ammo, third weapon, and third weapon ammo. Close brackets. Okay, so we got the spawn info and the skin. We need to set player color I. Now again, it was, I think, attacker playing. That was the color of attacker playing. We defined it up here, attacker playing and defender playing. So now we have the player color.